So hello everyone, and welcome back to Into the Bridge with Steel Judoka squad, and to the final mission. We'll see if we can succeed. We have even a little bit more saved people than we have with our previous group, the previous victory in the hard difficulty, Hazardous Mex it was. So not too bad, though we definitely did not get... I think we got the perfect island from here, other than for the people. And then we always missed at least one objective, and in here especially even more. I think it all started from here because I shouldn't have failed in here. Then maybe I could have succeeded in this, but oh well. Final mission though. With the vec driven off the islands, you have a chance to wipe them out at their source. You are humanity's last hope. Okay, I have an unusual pilot fight to Final Frontier 3 times, I guess. Okay. Didn't realize that exactly would be the case, considering we are actually having, especially the new one in the other mech. I guess Camila Vera has been individually here more times. You are a problem. At least there's water, so we can try to maybe use it for ourselves. Maybe I should put you relatively close into here when you can actually evade being webbed. Put you more into here, I guess, and you somewhere into here close by, I guess. Not quite sure how I would wish to be doing that, to be honest. We're here, but not sure what we're supposed to do without access to the power grid. Deploying remote power pylons, they'll keep you connected to the grid. Okay, and this is moving like this. Oh well, at least you're whipping your friend too, I guess. The Vec are making their way to the surface. Yeah, great. I kind of have a feeling that I should pull you into here. I think that's pretty decent option. You are moving second, so basically first, because first is just then I guess this, and then it says that you are the second action. So you would be acting even before this. I can barely make it happen, however, then I would have you in a very dangerous location. So I don't think the pool is best, but rather I should then go and use you to push this guy into that spot to also block the spawn. Even though I would love to rather use you in a more better way in a sense, but I feel that this is a good one to do though. Nonetheless, you would at least kill one of your allies and you would be getting damaged by standing on the spot to block and everything of alike. You are of course a problem. If I can pull you into here, that would be great, but I can't get into a location where I could do that. I can pull you into here though, actually, which I think is perfect because I can move you. I wouldn't be able to do that if I wouldn't be able to move you still, but I can move you. So I gotta do that most likely, and I think you gotta come and just try to deal with this a little bit. It's just a question in what way. Not this way, because it would just basically put you into a location where... yeah, it wouldn't be good enough if I could say so. At least, well, I guess that's okay. You are dealing 2 damage to us though, which I don't enjoy. It can be a problem for me. And I would love to do more with this guy, but I don't think I have a possibility to do so. So I guess I will just move you somewhere over here. Guess into here. I don't know. Should I move you a little bit more? Maybe into here. It's just so that you're not way too close to each other, I guess. On the other hand, if the spider goes into here, the web, it would be catastrophic to us. So I guess I should rather be close. In this case. Kind of unfortunate that I couldn't get into a position where you would be also killing your friend. But at least we're getting rid of one and only getting 2 more to spawn, I guess. And blocking all the crit damage, so that's something. I'm just a little bit worried about the situation, of course. At least killing one. Okay, one more of these charging ones and then this thing. I don't enjoy that. That's for sure. And no one is going into positions where they could actually get killed immediately, which I also don't love at all. So, first of all, I have to save you, because at the moment you would be dying to this unit. And that's a problem. The great thing is that I can basically use you anywhere I want to shoot first, because I then can afterwards also move you. You are no problem. I probably should move you into here, because you would then damage this guy, and yeah, you would also not be useful nonetheless after all from there. So I guess that might be an okay enough of a turn. Just to pull you a little bit. Or, well, push, I would say. More so. I think that's okay. Of course, you will have to move, but I can move you a little bit later. Also, one option is that I would just pull you into here to also be killed by this, but it would push you into Drapple's way, so probably not the best. It's kind of unfortunate that you are on the way there, because otherwise I would love to be able to do something nice with you, which I cannot exactly do with the push, at least at the moment. I can of course also come into here with you, I guess. I would need the artillery, unfortunately, to deal with this guy. I don't think this is gonna be in any way good enough, unfortunately, if I just came into there like that. So I think I have to accept this guy attacking like this. I don't wanna accept it, but I don't know how I could exactly stop him from doing that. The only good thing is that he would then be blocking this spot, but that's pretty much all. Because I cannot use you. If I could get into this side to get him into water, then sure, but otherwise, no. You can... I think you have to just do this, so we can at least get rid of this guy over here on the other hand. It's at least one guy killed. I guess I will just bring you a little bit closer into here, and then I would just have to think, do I wanna get you into here, so that you would also be killed by this guy? But I probably don't, because it would push you into there. But then there's really not a lot I can do with you, unfortunately. Maybe I should just come into here and just hope that there's something good that I could consider exactly doing from there. And yeah, I could come into here and be killed. The one option is, of course, that I guess I could go into here. There's no one that is doing anything bad here. And I could be blocking that spawn as well, so they definitely will not be getting any more units. Sure, let's try that out, I think. We'll see if that will work for us. Well enough, that is. At least you dealt a decent amount of damage. One less problem at least, yes. Ooh, resisted. That was lucky for us, to be honest, for sure. You can never trust those. You are not too big of an issue there, for sure. However, you two I don't, of course, again love. However, it doesn't seem to be too big of an issue. I think now I want to be pulling you here, so you will be killed by that. Then I just need to be deciding what I wish to exactly be doing with you, and what exactly I want to be doing with you. I could also do just damage with you if I really wanted to. Definitely I think that is the place I would like to be moving you into. But I could think I will do this, because then it also will kill this unit. And then I can just basically go and kill this one. Yeah, I was accidentally using the artillery, the wrong one. Pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. We do get 4 actually new spawns, so if I can move you into this side, I think I should. But at least those are all that we have as enemies then. all the new ones, yes. But no old enemies left, which isn't too bad. Actually, of course, you don't die into it exactly. Of course, your attack just is blocked and so on and forth, so it's not the worst. So it's definitely not the best either. You are burning, but you still are alive. I should have remembered that, but I didn't. Which is quite unfortunate. At least you're gonna die there. So I think I'm okay with that. I don't love you there. Don't like you either. If only I remembered that you will not actually die when you get into a position like that, but I didn't accidentally remember it at all. At all. There is of course a lot of little things that I can possibly do. Like I could pull this rock, and then I can easily get rid of you basically into a position where you won't do damage. I think I have to accept one of these doing damage though. I don't like the idea though, that I would have to accept it. But I have a feeling I do. But you are the more important one to deal with one way or another, and you, for straight away, wouldn't be able to even go into there. This would be of course one option at least. It would immediately kill that unit and deal a couple of damage to that guy. Because I can't, unfortunately, just straight away get you out of there. Even if I would do this, you wouldn't get enough damage. Unfortunately. You would get a lot, but you wouldn't quite die. This did also not set anything in fire, unfortunately. Then there's you and a you. What could you try to be dealing with? Very little, to be honest. It's kind of just the positions that you just cannot get into good positions in any way, anywhere, basically. It kind of feels like everything is on these other guys, so that's really also a problem. So I guess you would be the one that I would have to accept to attack? Maybe. I don't know. I would hate to be losing even 4. Well, even 4, even 2. Because of my silly kind of mistake, to be honest. Of course, if I deal with you, you can actually go into here and pull this guy. It would leave this though. And it deals 2 damage to all tiles. So it's not a good option. Just because of that reason. We don't have to kill it, but we would have to be able to then push it. And you're not gonna be able to push it as long as there's a rock of any kind on the way. As long as there's any kind of rock, you cannot do that. And I cannot move anywhere in a way that would be really good for us. But yeah, basically, I thought wrong in the last turn previously, for a certainty. If only I didn't. But I for sure did. For sure did. So yeah, basically you could do 2 damage. 2 little damage. I'm not sure what is the very best movement at the moment then that I could hope to do. This is so close of dealing with this unit, but not quite. Which is the problem. It wouldn't quite deal with it. Of course, into here you would also again almost be able to do it, but not quite. And then that, of course, is not an option. It's not an option. You're in a way too bad of a position. I don't see any way for you to be useful, which is really annoying too. Yeah, don't see any way for you to be unfortunately useful. If only you could be, but you can't. Well, actually you can do one thing, which I completely forgot. You can pull this right now. It's not optimal, but you could do it. I'm not sure if it's good enough though. Actually, I think it should be okay. It's definitely not as good as I would like it to be, but it's gonna be doing enough for you to not be in a position where you will damage us. And then it's just a choice, which one do I want to kill, and it doesn't really matter, I guess. Either one will basically not die, because unfortunately you will be burning, yes, but you will not get 2 damage to it from it. And you are burning, yes, but again it doesn't do enough. So either one I would choose doesn't really matter. I might as well choose you and just leave this stupid Alpha Vec, or actually Scorpion Leader, alive. It's not too bad if we lose 2 power here, but it's not optimal, for sure. It's not optimal. If only you would have died to that fire damage, if only you would. Well, power lost. Still okay amount of power though, at least. Definitely could have been worse, for sure. Brace yourself. Activating ground stabilizers. The island's breaking apart, says the Archimedes. And then there's a Firefly leader. Don't love that. Sending down power pylons. Keep them operational. We don't have any more. Well, let's see if we can do this. This hive, it's too large for us to destroy with our mechs. Deploying a rainfield bomb, defend it while it primes, and it will destroy the hive. So 5 more turns. So we are to keep the mech from rainfield dangerous toy. Let's get to it. I would be able to pull you into here, which I think is what I should try to do then, eh? There's a lot of guys here in different positions, and that is actually a freaking problem also. I guess one of the better ones here then is this, because I would be able to push you away and push this thing away with you. So I think that is quite of an important thing. I don't think you need to be moving, but the unfortunate fact is that then either I am okay with you being really low health, or I can't do what I would be planning that I would want to do. Because I originally planned that I would go into here then and push this guy into here where it would die. Which I would prefer. I would very much prefer that unit to just go on and die. I could almost be killing this unit. Oops. Glad that I didn't press that one accidentally. I would have totally hated that. I'm not sure I can stop you. As sounds you would already be able to almost kill this unit. Not quite though. And it's anyways going to be acting later than this one. So not exactly perfect, of course. If only I could get you into here first, I could pull you into the lava pit. I guess that's even better, to be honest. Yeah, so the only problem with this is that you're in a bad position. But otherwise I think this is way too good of an option to do it like this. So do this, you would die. Do this, you would die. There's rocks even kind of here, and I guess in a protection as sauce, sort of. And then you guys wouldn't be in anywhere where you would actually be able to deal damage. I could even run into here and block one spawn. However, I kind of hate the idea that it would be our artillery doing it. So I don't like the idea. Otherwise great. The only problem is our position with both of these is really far, and especially with our important frontline mech. But otherwise this is really a pretty freaking good first turn, I'd say. Goodbye. These are lovely looking little worms, sort of. Okay, a scorpion, 2 shooters. I don't like that. I guess I could again say, I don't quite like that. I don't like what you're doing there at all. So you would destroy everything, wouldn't you? Well, you would do 3 damage, so you wouldn't destroy it, but... Then even this would be, for example, a better option. Not quite good enough, considering you would be pushed into there, but... I'm gonna be thinking about it. I think you just have to come as far as you can into here. Yeah, I think so. I could, of course, just get you into this side, but I think this is better so that you will shoot your friend. I'm not sure if you act before, you do even, so that's perfect. And you kill him even though he doesn't even have acid. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I was thinking that this should be pretty good, but I'm not sure if I would be able to make it happen exactly. Of course, we could also just pull this thing, but I don't think I want to do that. I can easily, of course, deal with you on this guy too. It's just a question, what do I want to do, or which things I want to be clearing, which of these units. Of course, I do hate that you're still alive. Going to be after this, basically. If I would be able to push you into here, you would die into this. I don't very much dislike that idea. You could even do it from here. Just pull this into here. Then you would have to do something about those two, which I'm not, of course, quite sure if I'm able to do. But maybe. Then I would be doing damage to the Reinfield bomb myself, which I don't love. I think this is actually then the best, yeah, because I would kill this, do at least damage to this, and do a little bit of damage to this and push it. Though it does mean that you will be alive. You will not die to this. It's a question, I guess, do I accept that you probably will destroy 2 power for dealing this much damage to all of this? That's the question. Would that be acceptable? I'm not 100% sure if it should be or if it very much shouldn't be. But otherwise, there's not really a lot of options to be trying to save everything or all the power or some sus. So I wouldn't hate that. It's definitely not the best though. I kind of just love the idea of pulling this into here, though it's already weak, so I don't have to do that. I could just as well go and do this. Well, not quite that, but like this. And just kill all of this, and I just would need to be dealing with this in a pool. I guess that's better. Even though I like the idea of pulling this into here and all that, but I think this is still the logical thing to do. And then you can just come into here and pull this a little bit. Sure, you're in a very kind of annoying spot, to be honest, because you're very much stuck there at the moment, but otherwise that's pretty good. So, sure, it would be cool to pull an enemy into there, but if this is better, then why shouldn't I do the better move? 2 more enemies, of course. This enemy is something that we should try to deal with, if in any way possible, as soon as possible. Oh, no weapon for us, so you are doing nothing basically at the moment, which I do like. Okay, so what then? What would be the best movements? You don't have a lot of places that you can move in, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would love the idea that I could move this into here and you would explode this and all that, but not gonna happen. Besides, as such, you do act very late, so I guess it would be better anyways than to get you into here. I guess you possibly should come into here and deal with this. It's not too big of an issue even if we do take damage from this a little bit because we have 2 turns left. We are perfect health with pretty much everyone, so not a big issue. We still have even the reset turn, so I'm pretty sure that this would be one of the better moves. I would come and do that. Then I would come here and do this soon. I would need to move you, of course, but you would be able to destroy the bomb for us. I think that's pretty perfect. And then I'm not gonna be losing that crit power. I think you should just come here somewhere relatively good positions to act next, so to speak. Sure, I could kill it. Actually, that's the problem. I kill it. I don't pull it or push it. I kill it. So it's not actually gonna destroy this, unfortunately. Well, actually, then this is the best that I can do. Just destroy both of them. Why do I necessarily have to get this guy to destroy if I can just destroy it myself? I just would like to be using it. I guess it's not too weird that I like to use the idea of being able to use it. Let's stop the possibility of having any other enemies, I guess. Kind of a shame that I can't block that, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with this turn. Sure, there's a Psion attack, but you're actually going to be pretty low on health, but still you're okay for now. Even if you're low on health because of blocking that enemy, but it does mean that we have very few enemies left. At least the Rhinefield Bomb doesn't die in that sort of a spot, so that's kind of good. You will just drop into the pool, because this tentacles happens before. So I'm quite happy with that. I think you will also come into here, push this also into this area where it will get killed, and kill the Psion so that it will not be able to do something worse for us. Yeah, this is good. Just, well, pull isn't perfect. Shame that again I can't get into a position where I could actually pull dentists with you into the lava. Because unfortunately I would have loved to deal with this guy with you, but I think this would be the one that you have to deal with. Unfortunately. But true. Then you just, I guess, come into here and pull this thing a little bit so it can't be doing that great power damage. And that's good. That's pretty good. Otherwise it's all a-okay. It's kind of an interesting split here when the Rainfield Bomb is here. The bomb is ready. I recommend you leave now or you'll share the grave with the bank. Well, Steel Judoka, see you all on the other side. It's been an honor, Commander, serving you and the Steel Judoka. And my work here is at an end, yet the journey continues. Yay! Another victory on Heart, though. Squats victory. Beat the game with 4 different squats, any length. Alrighty. Well, that's fine enough. A little achievement more. So hey, that was pretty sweet though, I'd say. Pretty sweet that we managed to do that. Victory thanks to the valiant efforts of Camila Vera, Archimedes, and Aiden Nguyen. The Vec Hive have been destroyed, saving this timeline from ultimate doom. Humanity can now begin to recover from the destruction wrought by the Vec. Iceland civilians' lives protected, 28,484. Total Earth lives saved, approximately 4.6 billion. Not too bad. The question is, who do we want to be selecting to continue? Well, not of course you. That would be a silly idea. I did like you, but I kind of like the idea of always having different guys in the different battles. Even if it's kind of like, oh, well, you've been in the 2 previous timelines, so maybe I should go really far with one commander if I can. But as such, we never have had you as the first one, and you are also a really good one, of course, even if you have the crit defense, which I don't think is as important. But it's like, well, I like this more, but I kind of like the idea of using all different type of Vex indeed. Commanders, pilots, whatever. So I guess I will pick the Camilla Vera, even though I don't like the crit defense that much, but the unaffected by weapon and smoke is sweet. Of course. And there is still, of course, the Unbreakable that I very much didn't do, but we won, which is pretty sweet. And I would have 7 again to buy something with. I could get this and this. All the ones that we have unlocked at the moment, we have actually already won a game with in one difficulty or another. Well, other than the Rift Walkers. But all the others have won one game or the other. Steel Judoka and Hazertius make the hard victories. Blitzkrieg and Zenith Guard the normal victories. And I don't know, maybe next time I will actually go back to the Rift Walkers. Maybe try even the hard difficulty, even though I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. But we do even have the one achievement anyways to do, and we haven't had a victory with the Rift Walkers yet. So maybe I should go back to them for one run, and then decide what I will try next. As such, I have the Flame Behemoth and the Frozen Titans, which is like both elemental things that I haven't tried yet, and then the Rusting Hulks. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed. First time on hard difficulty with the Steel Judoka though, and a victory, so not too bad, I'd say. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.